Hey crew, we are here at the Voice of Healing Conference at CFNI, and we're all alumni. Well, all of us except for
Dave.
one.
He went to a Hillsong call.
He had a call to come here, but he disobeyed.
I disobeyed.
But he's here. No, I'm Jonathan Lewis. I'm a 2008 graduate, and love this place. Love coming back, and always enjoy my time when I'm back. So.
What did you do during your time?
I lived on campus for 14 years.
What?
And
Yeah, you did.
when I tell most people that, they're like, no way, how did I even last 2 years on campus? But I lasted 14 years on campus. Loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
Most every minute of it.
Yeah.
And most of my kids were raised here, and so grew up here, and it's a great place, a wonderful place. All of our alumni watching can testify to what happens on this campus. Such a beautiful place. So, but you guys introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm Andrea, and I'm a 2021 graduate.
Yeah, you
so
are.
It's been a few years, which is crazy. But I was also on the worship team for most of my time here, and we had a 6:45 a.m. call time almost every day. So it was just a fun experience. But yeah, I loved my time here at CFNI.
Were you ever late for a rehearsal?
Yes.
How many times?
Not very often, but one time I overslept, and I got here like at 7:30. So
From Mary
they
Martha?
still
From Mary Martha?
no.
Or
I was
Cornerstone.
my first year I was off campus.
Okay.
in
Okay.
Duncanville.
Wow.
So I had to
Living
drive
large,
everywhere.
girl. Oh my
Bougie.
God. Okay.
She was one of those people.
I know, seriously.
Come on, commuter anointing.
Third year I was on campus, but yeah, I was embarrassed that morning, but you know, I made it.
But you
So
came back.
funny.
She came back.
I came back.
She came back from it.
Be like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
You got Renifer.
Hey guys, I'm Nick. I graduated in 2013. I was a student here for 2 years, and I was in Spanish school for most of the time.
Oh, I forgot about Spanish
We had a
school.
Spanish school, Hugo and Tati, and I had a great time as a student here. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I thought I was going to stay here forever, but I'm glad that finished and moved back to California, and then helped the church plant over there, and then a little bit later, probably 2 years after that, I came to Upper Room to serve there, which Jay was there too, and and I've been serving there for the last like 10 years. So I love this place. I love what the Lindsays have done throughout so many years, and how much it meant to me. It just changed me. There's for sure before and after those 2 years.
Yeah.
Every morning chapel, I remember sometimes not wanting to be there, but like the Lord telling me like,
Get up.
like I don't know, it made me fall into a rhythm of just being after the Lord and His heart, and it gave me heart for more nations. I met people from places I never thought I would meet, and then I didn't know, but a lot of people that I met here during that time are actually the people that I still get to run with and do so much with at our home church. So I also think Upper Room wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for some of the things that the Lord did through people that passed through here. So I'm just really grateful. Yeah, come to CFNI. And if you're an alumni, come visit as much as you can, and keep sending people here.
Yes.
And if you guys haven't heard Nick lead worship, he's incredible.
Come on.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Like one of the most tender hearts after the Lord. So
Thank you,
Yeah.
Allie.
I'm Allie, guys. I graduated in 2020. I actually stayed for like 3.5 years. Don't do that, but I did it. During my time here, I feel like the Lord was really coming after my heart and bringing the reality of the gospel to my life. And that's actually so funny because J. Lou sits here. He was one of my favorite teachers at CFNI. He was my teacher in Sensei.
So good.
He was my teacher in Father's Heart, mentoring, songwriting, all of it. But genuinely, I mean, more teachers, even just J. Lou, but I feel like it's so special because he is here. But through his classes, through other teachers' classes, the Lord really got a hold of my heart. And I remember being so frustrated because I wanted to understand the gospel so bad, you know? And I was so hungry for it. And the Lord just, like, through a process, slowly but surely, opened my heart up to him. And it's been such a sweet journey ever since, of opportunities to lead worship. And more than that, just to cultivate community, you know, still connect with people I went to CFNI with. And after I graduated, I was like literally the recruiter here. So I was like putting on campus days events and all the things. And I just want to say, if you guys want a place that is after the heart of God, if you guys want a place that is like going to grow you with community, with classes, get deeper in the word, and really have a heart transformation, CFNI is the place, baby. CFNI.org/apply. I still know the URL. But yeah. Kind of went a little long, but
it's true. I can
That's great.
second that. We can all second everything she
Yeah.
just said.
Yeah.
This place changed our lives.
Yeah.
In such a powerful way.
Yeah.
So thankful for it.
What's up? I'm Jacob Mendoza. I graduated in 2022, and it was weird. I came kind of like wanting to like leave music, and I was like, I just need to seek the Lord and like figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life and understand who Jesus is in my life and what his sacrifice means for me. So I came, and the Lord opened doors to be like part of the worship team, and he opened doors of like relationship with like people like these people associated with CFNI and outside of CFNI. And I think the Lord just exposed so many things in my heart here, and like undid so many things that I thought I knew. And honestly, I think whether it was in class or with my friends or any of the relationships that I built while being here, the Lord like showed up in such a crazy, unexpected way. I just came expecting to like read some Bible and like figure out who Jesus is and stuff, and he like flipped my life upside down.
that's awesome.
I currently still work here. I graduated in 2022, but I've been working since then full time in the worship department. So it's just so crazy that like I was here. I was taking class with J. Lou as well. Father's Heart. Did the whole pastoral major thing, and I'm like still here, and I have the opportunity to do for the students the same thing that people like J. Lou did for me. Like poured into me and like equipped me. So it's such a blessing to be a part of that cycle and also like send people out. And I just can't thank the Lord enough for what he's done for me. And it's a blessing to see other people of like-mindedness and similar hearts of worship, and be able to see like how far the Lord has brought us. And it's very clearly not us. There's nothing we could have done to be where we're at or do what we get to do. It's all into him, and I'm glad that he gets the glory even in things like this, like a little alumni interview thing. So yeah,
That's
So
awesome.
good.
These two guys, they mentioned Father's Heart class. Jacob would sit in the very back. Allie would sit in the very front. Wouldn't you?
Who got more of the Father's heart?
Who got more of the Father's heart? Let's see. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
saying, I wouldn't sit in the very front.
I would sit in the
You're like 3 rows back, but you know.
no, I was in the back.
Why were you in the back?
I think
Get a shot.
you tell me what you think. I was sitting in the back.
Ooh, that's good.
This guy cried. He was hiding the tears. He was back there.
I
I
did
could see him
cry
back there.
I love that.
I did. I really, the thing is, your whole thing was kind of like exposing comfortability and stuff, and like making eye contact for like 5 minutes with people. And so I was trying to like ease myself into it as much as possible.
Yeah.
But I also had some of it online too, because the whole COVID.
Yeah, that was
But,
COVID.
Yeah, that was a season for sure.
Yeah. I thought this would be cool for a lot of our older alumni. When Spanish school used to be, there was a classroom across the gym upstairs.
Yes.
That's where Spanish school
Chapel,
we used to meet for
Mhm.
chapel,
Monday and
for
Fridays.
lectures,
Or Tuesday.
and we had some of our classes underneath, and they had these huge speakers, and they would blow out, and we would be underneath, and the floor would literally, they'd be jumping
Yo.
and going crazy up there. But that was the days of Spanish school. man.
Yeah.
It was Spanish.
I've heard the
It was
best
so
things
much
about
fun.
Spanish school.
Yeah.
The
Spanish
best
YFN,
I was
too.
thinking about that a little bit, like the generation. I think everybody feels like their generation was awesome, right?
Was the
I
best,
hope
yeah.
so. But I feel like the generation that I got to be with, not just in Spanish school, but even in the English school, just
Yeah.
it was so special. And I see a lot of people like do really beautiful things, be leading in their churches. A lot of music, like the Spanish school band, a lot of them are producers and like
Yeah.
they're still just really
They're in it.
awesome.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see the aftermath, because when you're like a student, you're just, I remember trying to come up with the YFN opening rally. We didn't have in-ears or anything like that at that time, or some I don't know, it was kind of like
Yeah.
different technology, and we were just trying to do whatever we could with plywood and like
Yeah.
the craziest thing for me here was like after YFN, because Spanish school was like, the YFN was after the 4 weeks of English YFN at that time, and we had the water slide. And
Remember that.
so everybody would go to the water slide the last day of like, and it was like we built that thing or something, you know?
But people these days don't know about the water slide.
But so some friends, my roommates, grabbed the soap from the house of prayer, and they put it on the water slide. So they were like going like super fast.
Y'all,
They
this slide was actually insane.
So
Like, it was like tall.
It
were-
was
yes,
tall.
it was man-made.
It was that.
and it was so I'm gonna
They removed it for, safety purposes.
Insurance.
I was
Insurance.
like,
guys.
I could do that. I was like, I could do it standing up. You're supposed to like slide down with your belly down.
Standing up.
I was like, I could do it. So I go, I'm going, and then I turn. I'm like, I could turn.
Ooh.
I go all the way down, and I hear everybody go, oh, like 40, 50 people, 100 people, oh, and I'm like, I'm good, and like they're like, no, like, and I see like blood. I go to the bathroom.
You have a
and
bald spot.
No.
the bone of my like is
Oh.
still there.
Oh.
Like,
So-
it
And that's
was
why he's
my-
got a
so-
beard, y'all.
So for
That's
everybody
why I
who
got a beard.
hasn't known about the slide, this is why.
Oh, true.
I'm one of many, probably, but that was I went to the hospital, and it was taking so long that I just went to CVS, bought some crazy glue, and I slept like this.
Oh my
And I
god.
woke up the next day, and everything was like glued back on. So
So
thank
crazy
you,
glue.
Jesus. Thank you, God.
Shout out
for-
Christian.
that story would
Shout out
not be
CFNI,
here if I
Thank
didn't
you,
come
God,
to
for healing
CFNI.
him.
Yes.
Back to original, where we started. We're at the Voice of Healing Conference.
Yeah.
He healed me.
He healed him.
He uses crazy glue sometimes, but
That's honestly crazy.
yeah.
Well, I want to be respectful of your guys' time. If there was something that you could say to the alumni that are out there, like you guys have experienced the gamut of feelings and the experience of stepping away from CFNI, walking into your purpose, walking into your ministry and serving, what would that be? What would you share with them?
I would just say that things really happen and unfold in the Lord's timing, and He's the one who opens doors. And so for me, there's a lot of dreams and things that I have that I know are going to unfold. But I would just say, J. Lou was literally singing about it tonight, but just waiting on the Lord, because He's the one who opens doors, and you don't have to force anything. One thing for J. Lou's mentoring class that actually has like stuck in my head for so long was that if you have to fight to stay somewhere, if you have to fight to get somewhere, you have to fight to stay there. But if it's the Lord that's opening the doors, it's the Lord that will bring you out. So just to encourage you, wait on the Lord.